I messed up. I had a failed launch the other night, and one of the lines fell into the prop, began to spool up. Luckily, I had killed the motor. Let me show you what that looked like here. I had a very dangerous situation.
Oh, what just happened?
The line got into the prop.
But that wasn't the end of my trouble. As they say, incidences are not stemming from just one problem. It's usually a series of events that leads to a bigger problem. And in this case, as I laid out my wing, I was probably still preoccupied thinking about what just happened with the propeller. For my next launch attempt, my lines were not clear and the brake line was actually around the stabilo. So another failed launch, and so it went. I needed to step away and clear my head. After taking a break, I was able to get up. I was able to enjoy a beautiful night out. No harm, no damage, but definitely lessons learned. I think for most paramotor pilots this stuff is pretty obvious. Nothing profound here, but I might as well just recount some of my thoughts. I mean, first of all, you hear about intermediate syndrome. You're starting to feel competent and confident in your skills, and you may become complacent. I think that's a real issue and it's probably played into what happened on this day. Number two, timing is essential on the launch. I talked about the rhythm and the pace of doing all of these little steps to make that launch perfect. That propeller must be respected. Plenty of people have had injuries to limbs and fingers and so on. It's got to be top of mind. You always have to be prepared to kill the motor, particularly if a line gets caught in the propeller and starts to get pulled in. You have to remove distractions, of course during the flight, but also during your pre-flight, and so you can always be focused on the essential steps. And the cameras can be a double-edged sword. They're great as a learning tool when you can actually look back and see where things went wrong. They can also be a distraction during your pre-flight or flight. I had just attached a chase cam prior to this failed launch. Something that really helped me here was to take a break, clear my mind, and reset. Everyone, drop me a comment down here, a thought, a word of encouragement. Let me know what's on your mind.
Tonight I'm out for redemption. You know, it reminds me that so much of our launch and our inflation has to do with muscle memory. All these little steps that we get used to that we hardly have to think about anymore, right? You're talking about raising the glider, letting go of the A's, feathering the throttle, rolling on to power. All these things have a timing, a rhythm, a routine, and we take them for granted sometimes when we become used to it. And all you have to do is watch some new pilots as they're starting to learn that rhythm and that series of events, and you'll be reminded that the timing is so important. In any event, I'm out for redemption tonight. I'm looking to have a great launch here. It was pretty windy just moments ago, but it's completely glassed off, and I think we're gonna have a great night tonight, guys. Come join me on this flight. All right, so I can see this guy doing pattern work right here. He is at 600 feet, traveling at 70 miles an hour. So we'll get out from under him and actually head out to the west tonight. Alright, so look at the size of this aircraft. He's probably heading to Europe right now for one of those overnight flights. They're so big and slow getting off the ground, and he's going to be one of the lowest flights we'll see tonight coming out of Charlotte Douglas. We got smooth air tonight. I'm really excited about that. And we got a balloon out here. Let's see just how far away he is. I got to drop down into this beautiful field. I love seeing the green. There comes that small airplane. plane. This is the guy that we saw doing the pattern work earlier. I don't want to get into his prop lot, so I'll just kind of stay down here. So I'm just going to trim out and see how close we get to that balloon.
So this was a bit unexpected. I had no idea that my friend Tui would be launching from this location, but here he is, taking off in his paramotor, and we got to fly together for a brief moment.
How amazing is this? We have a balloon here, we got a paramotor pilot here. Balloon. I think this is Tui right here. Man, this is a beautiful area. I've never actually flown right here before. A lot going on. But I love seeing all these trees getting ready to bloom. This is just what I needed tonight. What in the world is this thing? Look at the size of this field. Holy smoke. Just gotta look for power lines. I've been flying from my field for 3 years, and I'm still seeing stuff that's just a short hop away. It gives me a chance to kind of explore. Oh, this guy must be living right. What a beautiful property. Glorious night. These huge wide open fields. This is what I love. Great flight tonight. Got to do all the fun things, and I feel like I got my rhythm back. Thanks for joining me on this flight, guys. I'll see you on the next one.